Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back. Look, we gonna get right into this story. Now, I know y'all saw the title. Now, I'm going to show y'all a video from this YouTuber named Paperbag Boy. I just recently found him a couple, like 2 months ago when all of this stuff started. He actually got a interview with Karina. Well, I forget how to pronounce her name. And I learned how to pronounce it, but I don't even know how to pronounce it anymore. But anyway, in this video, he had an interview with her, and she said some things that I think we all have been suspecting, or a lot of us really wanted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play us that particular part of where. Well, I'm gonna let y'all look at a little bit, but I'm not gonna play the whole entire video. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let y'all listen to what she has to say, and then you guys will talk. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to this video because I want y'all to hear this, and then we will talk.
Obviously, where we get to a tough question, the drama that's going on, and we can't avoid it. It's something that has to be discussed. So why was Jacob Takanashi getting the role as Kanish received so poorly by the other voice actors?
The reason why is because in the United States, obviously actors stick together and actors. I remember being a very young actor working in theater and being told you never take the role of a striking actor. You do not do that. That is not okay. It's not cool. But even further than that, in the United States, we have a strong history of sticking by our fellow workers
Really?
and not taking the jobs of those that are striking. And you cannot like the way that I went about it. That is 100% valid. You're very welcome to have that opinion. But at the end of the day, it has been a strong history that when a worker takes the job of a striking actor, you call them out.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what you're supposed to do. And again, you don't have to like it. You don't have to like me for it. That's totally fine. But that's the reason why.
Yeah, I could see that. So, is there any funny audition stories to kind of break the ice?
Oh,
Now let's get to that real quick. Let's talk about that part. In that part that she was saying, now when it first came out that John Patino was replaced with Jacob Takanashi, I came out in support of Jacob Takanashi because first of all, the man, like I told y'all, he probably did not know that he was taking a role of someone who was, he may have thought that the person left or they just couldn't do it anymore. And that's what it was because the man was in Japan. They don't know about what's going, about the SAG after strike that's over here. This woman gets on her platform, destroys this man for taking a role that he didn't even know what was going on, and not just her, but it was other people, in the from Genshin that was doing the same thing. Now they was doing the same thing, but she was the loudest. But she was saying that you can't go out, you're not supposed to take the job of striking actors. Now, from what I remember, they said that John Patino came in, voiced Kanish for about 6 months. No, for about 6 weeks, and was gone for 6 months. Now, if y'all don't know, Genshin Impact is still, an ongoing game. They patch the game every patch. It's a patch every, I think it's like every month and a half. And the man came in, he voiced Kanish for 5.0, 5.1, and after 5.1, he was gone. The voice he was no longer there. So Hoyoverse was like, okay, we're gonna start replacing people. So that's exactly what they did. Now she's calling him a scab, but yet she's still working through through the whole strike as well. So she was like, yeah, if y'all want to call me a scab, you're more than welcome. But yeah, we talked about that part. So I'm going to get to the part where she actually comes and talks about what the title says, and then we'll talk about that part. Now, I want you guys to hear this, and this is where the internet is in an uproar of celebration. Hold on. I want y'all to hear it.
Any new major roles coming up for you soon, or is it still just going to be Paimon? I know you're not voicing Paimon at the moment, but is there any new roles that you have coming up?
Correct. After Jacob was replaced, I sent notice to Hoyo saying that
She
I
meant
would
John.
no longer voice Paimon until they became union, so they'll probably just replace me. But moving on, I
Did y'all hear? She meant John Patton. No, not Jacob. She meant John. So for her to say she sticks by the voice actor, she doesn't even know who she's supporting at this time, which is crazy. But the internet is in a roar that Paimon has not been voiced, and they may just replace her. I told y'all when it came out that I did sign the petition. I signed it because the reason why I signed it is because she bullied someone who had no control over what was going on. The man is not like the man went out and sought out that, that particular role and wanted, John Patno gone. It wasn't even like that. Y'all bullied somebody who he had no idea what was going on. He didn't even know about the strike. He even came out and said he didn't know about the strike. And, he thought he was going to be working with open arms, but yet he getting shitted on by these people, especially her, the scab herself, wants to come out and be loud and proud, but yet treat someone else the same, treat someone else dirty because